Hello one and all, welcome to Seen Through Glass and welcome to Brighton, where there appears to be the remnants of some kind of hurricane taking place outside. But that could be perfect because I am here to do something a little bit different with the brand new Jeep Compass. So here it is, the brand new Jeep Compass. Now, Jeep obviously a global icon, but I feel much bigger in the US than here in the UK. This car is kind of more tailored towards city living and city driving rather than the iconic Wrangler, which is obviously majorly off-road. However, unlike most of the cars in its sector, this is a four-wheel drive car. I learned that last night around 70% of its rivals are two-wheel drive. So it does have off-roading capabilities, and later this year, actually no, middle of next year, there's the Trailhawk version, which is the very off-road focused one, which I have to say looks incredible. Anyway, I'm going to be spending my day in and around these cars. However, it's not predominantly a driving day. As I mentioned at the beginning, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. This is very much a lifestyle experience, and I'm going to be learning how to forage. I'm not sure I even know what that means. Rightio! Here we are in my very black car for the day. We are in a 1.4 multi-air turbo, 170 horsepower four-wheel drive. This is the petrol engine, and I don't know how to turn it on. Start, stop. There we go. Now I think you all know I love an SUV. This one is £32,500. No, £36,000. What else can I tell you? 9-speed automatic, 250 Newton meters of torque. What else? Euro 6 EU emissions. Very important these days, emissions. And as I say, we are going foraging in it. Now I think Jeep are pretty well renowned as being pretty capable off-road. They're rugged and raring to go.
Enter the roundabout, take the second exit.
Right, she needs to be quiet. Next challenge. Let me figure out this and I'll get back to you. So yeah, sorry about that. It always takes me a while when I get into these brand new cars to figure out how to use them, and I've never really spent any time in a Jeep. However, my dad did very briefly own a Jeep Grand Cherokee about 10 years ago, and what I was trying to say at the beginning before Sally Satnav rudely interrupted me was that whilst I think Jeep are associated with being rugged and being off-road and climbing over mountains, they've also implemented this kind of city range, this kind of elegant and sleek kind of road going range, where this car is supposed to be the sort of perfect crossover. It's obviously very small, very nimble, I think very good looking. I do really think it's very good looking, but it has that four-wheel drive off-road capability. Anyway, for now, I'm going to enjoy the sights of Brighton because I honestly don't remember the last time I came here. It is one of the UK's sort of, again, a lot of iconic things going on in today's videos. But yes, one of Britain's most iconic seaside towns. We're actually currently driving out of it, but I know for a fact that the countryside and the views around here are spectacular. Well, this is our beautiful sort of stop for our activity, our adventure today. Do I look ready for an outdoorsy type activity or adventure? How London do I look? As you can see, the sun has finally come out, the storm has gone away. Ooh, all my camera settings are wrong because the sun was so unpredicted, and we're going to go off into that, I'm going to call it a jungle. I think it's more likely a wood, but we're going in there. Whoa. Right, I'm still to learn exactly what's going to be going on during the main part today, but we are at Hunter-Gatherer Cook School. This is, as you can see behind me, a pretty incredible setup. This is a tree house in a wood, which is all about kind of going back to the roots of hunting and gathering food. So it's about killing pheasants. It's about foraging, it's about finding food in a sort of natural, hunterish way. So my inner hunter needs to come out and I need to go and kill some deer. I don't think we're actually killing deer, but anyway. It looks amazing. The compass, the Jeep compass, looks incredible. And I think what we're going to be doing is learning how to go out there, how to find our own food, how to cook it, how to prepare it, and then going to be treated to an incredible meal. But, thankfully, the day starts with homemade coffee.
You guys are very much going to be put through your paces today. This morning, first thing, Elliot's going to be taking you guys out for a foraging walk. After lunch, I'll be taking you guys for a fire workshop. So we'll be down under the parachute there, so you guys will be learning to make fire from scratch. And both those things basically come together with a little challenge you guys are going to have at the end of the day, which is basically you're going to be given an hour to do a Masterchef style invention test.
Okay, so if you missed any of that, essentially I now know the breakdown of today. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, Jeep, a huge part of the sort of Jeep brand and sort of core attributes are the fact that it's used for adventuring. Most owners buy it, take it off and explore and adventure with it, so that's what we're doing today. Later, we're going to be given a like full-on Korean barbecue up in the treehouse, and then well, at the end of the day we've got a sort of Masterchef competition where we're going to be having to make our own fire and prepare our own meals in 2 different teams. But first things first, we are going foraging for mushrooms, which is something I have never done before. I don't really know much about trees or mushrooms or plants or anything. So yeah, going to try and learn a lot and try and pick some mushrooms. So somebody's just said this place reminds them of the Blair Witch Project, so I'm suddenly a bit creeped out. I keep coming through the woods and finding like little caravans and... Anyway, not doing that well with our hunt for mushrooms. Apparently it's a bad time of year, but we have been finding lots of sort of other plants and things you can eat, as you may have seen. Ate some kind of mustardy grass type stuff, ate some sort of carroty broccoli type stuff. It's quite amazing how much of the stuff that you trample over, walk past every single day, you can actually eat. So I'm actually learning quite a lot, but I'm also getting very hungry because nibbling on grass just gets your appetite going, doesn't it? Anyway, so I'm going to continue to try and survive these slightly creepy Blair Witch Project woods, make it back to the treehouse for our Korean barbecue. Korean barbecue, who would have thought?
So guys, obviously you've met me, strangest truffle dog ever, because typically truffle dogs tend to be things like Labradors.
Basically right now we are finding out about the local truffle hunting dog here, B, who you might have seen in some previous footage. So we've just been requested to hide some truffles. We just placed our one over there, marked behind the tree, and now we're going to be putting B to work to see if she can find ours and the other team's truffles.
Here, feet, here, feet.
She's figured it straight.
Sometimes she needs zoning in, so we give her a treat. Here we go, here we go. Come on. You got my way. There's one. So guys, obviously for your little challenge you're going to be doing, you need to know how to make fire from scratch.
Have you got any cramp boards?
Yes, it will catch this one.
Yeah.
Nice and dry enough.
Yeah.
Very good.
Great success!
So Team A was 15 and Team B, one was 16.
You know how to use these, so...
Oh, awesome. First fix.
Well, what an absolutely hilarious and awesome way to end what's been an amazing day. Look at this view, look at this place. This has been a very unusual adventure for Seen Through Glass. Myself, I'm not talking about myself in the third person, by the way, I just meant for the channel. But I've really enjoyed it. And I understand why Jeep did this activity now, because it makes sense getting back into this car after spending a day outdoors. As I mentioned at the beginning, I'm not exactly the most outdoorsy person in the world, but I actually had a really good time. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. Give it a thumbs up if you have, and make sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come.